Brighton's finest.
This is Juice.
I think the last time I spoke to you, you were basically doing your own thing under 858, and somehow you and your brother, Phil, have got back together again and decided to make some more music and basically be a band again.
Yeah, well, as always sort of happens, you know, you kind of get fed up with working with your brother, you fall out, you know, I mean, it's hard enough working with anyone, I should imagine, for 30 years, let alone your own brother. You know what I mean?
Sure.
You know, I think it's just a natural state of affairs if you look at the history of people working with siblings. So, you know, you sort of go away, you have some time away, and you kind of say, yeah, that it was better doing that. You know what I mean? Like having your brand, your big thing, the thing the thing that you've done for sort of, you know, nearly 30 years is always going to be more fun. You know, it's a bigger machine, it's a bigger sort of creative weapon to wield, as it were. So it's kind of like, so what's the problem with this? You know, it's like, okay, sort of falling out with my brother. The only problem is that if we sort that out, you know, we've got this sort of fabulous creative forum to go and be wild in. So, you know, what's not to love, really?
Yeah. So you're going to be doing the racecourse as well on the 29th of June.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Brighton Racecourse. Biggest gig in Brighton for a long time.
Have you ever played the racecourse before?
Never.
No. Not many people have.
No, I know.
That's going to be interesting.
It's quite new, really, isn't it? Apparently, lots of racecourses around the country, you know, do host gigs nowadays because it's, you know, it's a big area that you can do things like that in. And I think Brighton Racecourse is just sort of picking up on that now. So let's see how it goes over the next few years.
So can you talk about the new album a little bit? Monsters Exist. I think that's kind of a, you know, reference to bad people, perhaps, around the world. Absolutely.
I would say, you know, it's a twofold album, really. It's a cautionary sort of, you know, warning. We're not trying to preach at people as to who the monsters are. I know my monsters are, but everyone's got their own monsters. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Especially in this divided country of Brexit at the minute, you know. One person's monster is someone else's hero, you know. Never have we been more divided over something, you know, but the fact is, I've, you know, wanted to remain for my monsters of Nigel Farage and people like that. But you know, for some people, he's a hero. I don't want to be divisive. You know, I don't want to divide people. We like to make people think about things, but not preach at them. Really, we've all got our own monsters, really, and there's a lot of them about at the minute. There's some incredible people in charge of big countries at the minute that you just wouldn't believe would be in power at the moment. You know, we've got a really weak government here. America has got a very strong right-wing government. You've got Kim Jong-un. You've got some crazy people running the world. And to me, they're some of the, you know, bigger monsters. But, you know, like I say, everyone's got their own thing. There was part of me was tempted to make a sort of, you know, being an old sort of crass anarcho-punk fan, to make a sort of album that does kind of point these, you know, people out and that kind of thing. But then I remembered kind of, you know, post-punk and getting on to sort of when rave music first happened, it was more a sense of, you know, more like going back to sort of hippie ideals of the 60s of counterculture. And actually, let's not stand around shouting about what we don't like. That's just joining the big shouty debate, you know, which again divides people.
Yeah.
Why not just go and do something that sort of like, yeah, you know, that monsters exist, but come over here, let's go and do something nice. Let's go and listen to some good music. Let's just kind of don't be monstrous. You know what I mean? Don't become one of them. Just do the right thing.
The song "Tiny Foldable Cities." Can you talk through that one?
Yeah. I mean, that was one of those tracks, a very quick, easy track that just kind of happened and flowed out. It took, you know, it was an idea. As I was leaving the studio, I was literally locking the room up, and then just while I was on the phone playing the keyboard idly, and just started thinking, that's quite interesting. So I had to turn everything back on quickly, record it, and walked away, and then came back another day and went, oh, that's good, and just, you know, we just whipped it into shape in over a day, and it was job done. And it's one of those easy tracks that often just has a sort of honesty. It's where the track writes itself. You don't really think about, oh, is this going to be a dance track or a live track or this track or that track? You just kind of write a piece of music and go, well, what's that then? That's a funny piece of music. I quite like that. You know, and that's why it's the first single, because it has an honesty to it, and it was quite pretty, and it seemed to engage people in a funny kind of way, you know.
Brighton's finest.
Jeff Hemmings.
Jeff Hemmings.
This is Brighton's Finest.
I just had your tour schedule, but I seem to have lost it now. But you seem to be going all over the place, all over the world, and some festivals here in the UK as well, including Camp Festival. So it's going to be basically back on the road, which is the first, I guess this is the first time as Orbital on the road for quite a few years now.
Well, we did last year as well. We did lots of festivals last year. So it's our second year of going about, doing the festivals. But this is the first year, with a sort of, an album campaign behind us and all that kind of thing. We sort of before it was a returning, coming back. Now this is sort of, back to work, with new music out and everything.
Just about the music again, I know that you're really, really into your instruments and electronics, and I think you're quite heavily into sort of analog side of things as well. Quite is that still the case?
Oh yeah.
And does the album, is it basically made with that in mind, or do you use a mixture of modern technology and old?
Yeah, no, I don't. I love analog synths. I love old-fashioned synths. They've got a certain kind of flavour and thing going for them. But I like modern synths as well. They've got their own twist. There really is nothing sacred to me. I love it all. I love software. I love digital things. I love analog things. I love it all.
And you still you don't mind plugging things into boards, plugging lots of cables into boards.
No, it's all right.
The old-fashioned way.
That is the bane of my life, though.
Yeah.
I do live this idea of one day of just plugging a little radio transmitter into every output.
Yeah. I just wanted to quickly ask you about the track you did on your own, the 10th birthday of the Ride to Work scheme.
Oh, yeah.
There's something called Heart Work, an experimental track, as it's billed here. Was that just based entirely on the heartbeats of Britain's cycling commuters? Is that right?
Yeah. Just sort of, a little bit of data that they've gathered, to sort of try and give me something to work on, And essentially the main bit of data I got out of it was the average sort of heartbeat for cycling to work seemed to be around 128. How fortuitous is that? Because that's exactly one of the sort of classic sort of tempos for techno, And I made up all the percussion and everything from my own bike. I just sampled, went into my bike and hit it and smacked it and rubbed it and did all that kind of thing, recorded it and made the track up out of that, which is something I love doing. I love sampling real world,
Excellent stuff. Okay, so just finally, with regards to the gig coming up, or your gigs, I assume that you're doing a mixture of old and new.
Oh yeah,
new stuff and a few old ones in the mix.
Yeah.
Are there any particular songs of the older ones? Are there any that remain really close to your heart, or one of the ones that you just would never dispense with?
It's funny because it's set from the last 10 years, I guess.
Yeah.
Over 3 different incarnations of Orbital. There's certain tracks that I just can't get rid of out of the set. I might do, and I try now and then to switch them around, but they always come back, and that's Chime, Satan, Halcyon, Belfast, and Impact.
Yeah.
Those 1, 2, 3, 4, those 5 tracks. It's almost impossible to get them out of the set.
Sure.
A bit like trying to expect Status Quo not to play Rockin' all over the world or Caroline,
Brighton's finest.
Bringing the artists closer to you.